The businesses have said, enough is enough with some of these issues. And yes, Old Sacramento is a destination to hang out, but bad behavior is not going to be tolerated.
Big changes in Old Sacramento after this weekend's violence. 5 people were stabbed in an overnight fight, and the city now plans to close streets.
Tonight, the city is taking a stand against violence, rolling out what it calls a traffic management plan. KCRA 3's Anahita Jafari is live for us in Old Sacramento. So, Anahita, what does this plan include?
Well, police are going to be closing most of the historic district's streets on weekend nights in order to help with safety and traffic concerns. The goal is simple: to keep visitors and businesses safe.
When the sun goes down, safety becomes more of a concern.
Night hours happens, and that's when things happen.
Including violence, like on the morning of July 25th when 5 people were stabbed near Front and K Streets.
And obviously we know that there was that stabbing that happened in Old Sacramento. Is that what's prompted this?
Yeah, this is in response to just all of the activity that's been going on in Old Sac, recent incidents, including that stabbing. But it's really just a proactive approach as well for us.
The Sacramento Police Department is working with the Downtown Sacramento Partnership to make everyone feel safer.
One of the things that we've done in talking to not just law enforcement, but with a lot of the businesses down here, we've got to do something to really take back control of the street environment.
That includes turning streets west of 2nd Street into a pedestrian zone on weekends.
You'll notice that after 10 o'clock at night, vehicular traffic will no longer be able to drive into the most western part of Old Sacramento.
Officers will monitor the closures, and people will still be able to get to nearby parking garages and businesses.
We're going to see ingress coming in off I Street through Old Sacramento. People can still access it, but we want to make a statement that, managing good behavior is what we're about.
But some are questioning the plan, leaving comments on the police department's Facebook page, like, how exactly is this supposed to help? One person commented. Another adding that there needs to be a presence to help with crime more than limiting street parking and forcing garage use. Police say their plan does bring more officers to the area.
There will be officers staffed at those road closures, so people will notice additional officers, additional police vehicles on site.
People hope these changes will make a difference.
Definitely help. People feel better about coming out and staying out.
Yeah. More patrolling will definitely ease the crime rates, absolutely, but we can only hope and pray that things, get better.
The road closures will be going into effect starting tomorrow night, but at this point, police say that they don't have a timeline as to how long those will be continuing on for. Live in Old Sacramento, I'm Anahita Jafari, KCRA 3 News.
Anahita, thank you.